Hello everybody, it's Miss Austin. I'm going to be making or going over the Unit 5 Lesson 1 practice problems. Number 1, describe a transformation that gives the graph representing G from the graph representing F. So for number 1, I want to go, how does F So I looked at this point right here on F, and that got shifted right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the left. I think that matches up perfectly. That's it. You could have also used this point right here. 0 became -5. 5 to the left. So shifted 5 to the left. Letter B. I'm going to use these 2 points. So it looks like I shift it. So it's at 1. It goes up to 2. So I shift it up 1. And then I was at 0 and I go over to 2. So I shift 2 to the right. Letter C. This one's a little bit more complicated. I need to get G from F. First of all, F is going this way, and now all of a sudden G is this way. Well, how do I make the graph go upside down? I'm going to reflect it. Reflect across the x-axis. And if I had reflected it, it would have made it right. I'm going to use a pencil here. It would have been like this, right? And then somehow it's up here, so then it got shifted up 3. So reflect across the x-axis, then shift up 3. All right. Number 2, describe a way to transform each graph so that it goes through the labeled points. There's more than one way to answer these. So my answer will be just one possible solution. So if I want this to go through that, and it doesn't say what point, it just said so the graph at some point goes through that. So for me, I'm going to go up 1, left 1. So I'm going to shift left 1 unit and up 1 unit. Okay. Letter B. How do I get, now I mean you could look at this one. I'm going to look at this point because it's a nice crisp point. I'm going to go down 1, left 1. I don't know why I use arrows too. You don't really have to. Letter C. How could I get this graph to go through this point? I'm just going to use this point. That's easy to me. I'm going to go 2 to the right and 4 down. And then this one I've got to go through 2 points. So let's see if I'm here and here. If I just go down 2, that absolute value graph will go right through that. Down 2. All right. Number 3, describe a way to transform each graph so that it better matches the data. So I'm going to use this point, the top of this curve right here, and try to line it up right there. Looks like I should shift it over 1, 2, 3, and then up 2. So shift it, that 3, 3 to the right, and up 2. For letter B, I'm going to use this point right here and match it to that point right there. It looks like I go up 1 and right 2, up 1, right 2, and here, sort of like the other one, The new graph, the data is upside down, so I know I'm going to need to reflect it across the x-axis. And I'm lining up this point to this point. So I know first if I reflected it would be like this, upside down, something like this. Then I've got to move it up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over 2. Shift it up 5, shift right 2. Last one. Does the function f or the function g fit the data better? Explain your reasoning. So I think overall, if we're looking, I'm going to highlight this. So even though they're both they are the same general shape of the data, if I was to shift F over, it would still be a large gap from then that side. And even though those few points are fitting right now, I think G overall fits it better. All I would have to do is shift G up just a little bit, and both sides would be closer. So even though they both are in the general shape, I believe G fits the data better. Overall, G is a closer fit. Okay, and we're skipping number 5. I hope that helped, and I'll see you soon.